Do you use any drawings or pictures? How do you start off with the?
We take a picture of the real car and
Oh yes.
this picture is 10 inches center to center of the wheelbase, and 1/8 of an inch on that picture is 1 inch on the car.
Wow.
That picture is this particular car right here.
I see all the measurements.
Yeah.
These are your marks, right?
Yeah.
You wrote these.
Yeah, I go by and write a lot of measurements down on the picture so I don't have to go back and remeasure it every time.
Do I get it right that every single part of that car is reduced to 1/11/16? The handles, the
Yeah,
detail,
the door handles,
lights.
all the chrome strips, everything is right to size. Tail light, bezels, bumpers, everything.
How much
The
time?
steering wheel.
How much time do you
dash.
spend making a car like this?
It takes 3,000 hours actually building the car, but that's over a period, in this case, was 3 years.
Wow. And do you make your own frame? Because you
Yeah.
you make your own body on the jig,
Yeah.
but do you make your own frame,
Yeah, the frame,
suspension,
everything
whatever?
is homemade. We take a Toyota donor car for the motor, transmission, rear end. I take 13 inches in width out of the rear end, and I cut the McPherson strut off of the front spindles on the Toyota and use just the spindles on my homemade axle, so it's just like the original car.
So you have the Toyota suspension, and you put your own.
I cut the springs down and recoil them for the rear springs off
Yeah,
the
because
Toyota.
you get to lower the car. How did you get the idea of making cars like this? I mean, it is. You know, there are 250 million people in the United States, and then there's one museum like this.
It goes way back. I was 15 years old when I saw an old refrigerator sitting in the weeds, and it had the top towards me. It didn't have a door on it, and it had a tire swing laying by it. So what I saw was a miniature touring car.
Oh, you saw
so
a
I built the
refrigerator
Yeah,
and some wheels, and
yeah.
that
And the
came
top of
together.
that refrigerator was the same shape as the back of an old car to me.
And it is.
Yeah.
In fact, it is, because they have
Yeah.
these rounded refrigerators.
Rounded
at that
corners
time.
and a slight oval in the back, you know.
So you bought the refrigerator and made the car.
Yeah, well, I didn't have to buy them. I see them sitting on the back porch, and I'd stop and talk to them. People say, "Yeah, I'd like to get rid of that thing," you know. So I built the first car out of 9 refrigerators to make the fenders and everything.
Wow.
Only the first car, though.
At 15. At the age of 15.
No, that stayed in my mind till I was 25. 10 years I thought about
years.
building that car. Then I finally built it when I was 25.
Did that already work? Did it have an engine, or was it just a car-shaped thing?
No, it had a motor in it. It's still back here in the back. It's got a 2-cylinder Onan in there with a 3-speed transmission, and I used a Jimmy Astro steering shaft for U-joints for the drive shaft.
What kind of engine did you use?
Onan. It's out of a 3-wheeled mail cart.
Oh, wow.
Like they used to deliver mail in the city, you know.
Power?
Yeah,
What power did it have?
13 horsepower.
13 horsepower. That's.
Yeah, I don't run 35 miles an hour.
Well, Ernie, I'd just like to thank you for showing us around.